Yo, we gonna bust him up, guys?
I told you before, put that
Yo, let's bust him up. Where you running, Jake? Where you going since you're...
Go back on, mate. You're fucking team in the...
Jake Paul running, champ. Why is he running?
Reports claim that Jake Paul attempted to approach Anthony Joshua at an airport, but the moment fizzled out when security intervened. Eddie Hearn was said to be frustrated with Paul's behavior. Incidents like this only highlight Joshua's professionalism, while Paul continues to chase headlines for attention.
Where you going, Jake? Oh, he's running! He's running!
It's not true. I just beat a 5-time world champion.
UFC.
You don't even...
After Jake Paul's latest behavior, Anthony Joshua has issued a firm message leading up to their December 19th matchup. Joshua is making it plain that he plans to take full control in the ring, proving the difference between a true champion and a showman. He intends to leave no question about his power and ability once the fight begins.
And skill.
100%. And I'm rooting for him to become 2-time champion of the world.
The fight between Anthony...
The upcoming clash between Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul has completely gripped the nation, reaching a level of hype rarely seen. As Tony Bellew pointed out, this is shaping up to be one of the biggest events the country has experienced in years. The buzz for December 19th is enormous, with everyone weighing in on the matchup. While Jake Paul continues to call out Joshua, the reality is unmistakable. Anthony operates in a different league, and the pressure surrounding this fight has never been great.
Sorry, I want to apologize in advance because I know the emotional turmoil you're going to go through. You're going to go into hiding. That's who you are. You love to go and hide, and so that's what...
Jake Paul's apology feels like nothing more than another attempt to stir up drama, because Anthony Joshua isn't someone who entertains nonsense. With years of experience and proven talent, Joshua is prepared for any opponent. Paul may talk about hiding or dealing with emotions, but when the bell rings, Joshua will remind everyone why he's a 2-time world champion. Stepping into the ring with him is a completely different level of challenge, one Jake Paul has never encountered before.
The casual fans, do we condone it? I mean, in boxing terms, should that happen at a head-to-head? Of course not, but these things do happen. This is the fight business, and it's just made it even bigger. And
the drama surrounding Jake Paul's confrontation with Anthony Joshua has put fans and analysts on alert. Johnny Nelson has pointed out how chaotic the situation is, even likening it to the uproar surrounding the Conor Benn episode. With constant updates and growing confusion, it's becoming clear that Jake Paul isn't prepared for the intensity of a genuine boxing environment. Meanwhile, Anthony Joshua remains composed and focused. This is exactly what separates a seasoned champion from an inexperienced challenger. The kind of pressure Jake Paul has never had to face before.
I thought it was a bitch move. I really did.
Have you spoken?
I would never. If you chin someone at a presser, if you do that, it's
Eddie Hearn hasn't hesitated to call out Jake Paul for his reckless confrontation with Anthony Joshua, saying it's far from the behavior of a real professional and reeks of desperation. In contrast, Joshua's calm discipline and sharp focus make Paul's actions look even more like attention-seeking stunts. Once fight night arrives, the difference between a seasoned champion and a showman will be impossible to ignore. Every warning and every sign points to one thing. On December 19th, Anthony Joshua is prepared to take control and remind Jake Paul exactly where he stands.
Some of the stuff that's come out since about people being, the board being sued and something, and so forth is just a non-runner.
Frank Warren has emphasized just how chaotic the build-up to this fight has become, with board disputes, legal threats, and non-stop back-and-forth drama. The entire situation behind the scenes has grown increasingly complicated. Through it all, Anthony Joshua has stayed composed and locked in on his preparation, while Jake Paul continues to dominate headlines with his antics. The event may encounter hurdles, but when the fight finally happens, Joshua will be ready. His experience and skill rise far above the noise Jake Paul creates. That's why so many people are paying close attention. This is a matchup between a proven champion and an entertainer who has never stood across from someone of Joshua's caliber.
Does that cross the line, do you think?
Yeah, it does. Listen, the presser was good. It was a great presser, back and forth, poking each other, but not too far. But once you get...
Dave Caldwell made it clear that Jake Paul crossed a line at the press conference. Trash talk is part of boxing, but putting his hand on Anthony Joshua's face was a serious misstep. It exposed how unprepared Paul is for a true contender. Joshua, meanwhile, stayed composed and disciplined, ready for whatever comes his way. The chaotic presser has only intensified the anticipation surrounding the fight. Fans now recognize just how real things have become. Jake Paul might try to get under Joshua's skin, but it's Joshua's focus and professionalism that will take control when fight night arrives.
There's a special talent with huge potential. So I want questions asking of him now before we get into, so he has that experience before you get into the big title fights against really good fighters.
Duke McKenzie is absolutely right. This wild moment has only boosted the hype and driven ticket sales even higher. From a business standpoint, the situation actually works in Anthony Joshua's favor, as he remains composed and focused while Jake Paul continues to stir up distractions. Fans can't stop talking about the fight, and the anticipation has reached a new peak. Joshua's professionalism and ability shine in sharp contrast to Paul's theatrics. The event has grown bigger than anyone expected, and on December 19th, people are expecting Joshua to bring the real performance, while Jake Paul finally steps in against a champion operating at his absolute best.
Once you know it's premeditated, then it's not uncharacteristic. At the time, you're thinking it's like reaction. So no, it's not, because he premeditates everything. And it was funny, but I don't agree with...
Dave Caldwell emphasizes that Jake Paul's behavior was intentional, not just a spur-of-the-moment reaction. While some might laugh it off, putting his hand on Anthony Joshua's face was a serious misstep. Joshua's focus and experience ensure he will handle the situation with calm authority. Paul may chase headlines, but in the ring, it's skill and experience that count. Joshua operates on a different level, and this fight will showcase why. Fans are eagerly anticipating a true display of championship class against a showman who thrives on creating chaos.
Last fight, it's great, because Anthony is Olympic champion, Francis Ngannou, it's second fight for boxing.
Alexander Usyk makes it clear that Jake Paul is not a legitimate boxer and criticizes him for stepping into Anthony Joshua's arena. Joshua, an Olympic gold medalist and seasoned professional, operates on a completely different level. This isn't just entertainment, it's a serious test of skill. Paul may try to hype the matchup, but Joshua's experience and ability will dominate. Fans are witnessing the stark contrast between a true champion and a showman. And on December 19th, it will be obvious who truly belongs in the ring.
Even though he's past his best, even though he's seen better days, he throws a nice 1-2 down the middle. He's got a nice bit of distance, and fake Paul can't fight. He just can't. I don't care what anybody tells me. He can't fucking fight. He lost to Tommy Fury, for crying